Hello everyone, welcome to Codersarts. This is the sixth video in our Streamlit course series. Before we proceed, I would like to tell you that in our previous video, we saw how to visualize data using Streamlit. In that video, we took two datasets, Titanic and weather dataset, and I showed you how to visualize them using Streamlit. Now in this video, we are going to create interactive dashboard using Streamlit. For that, we will use the tutor dataset, which is freely available on the internet. This data is related to US airline sentiments, and the dataset consists of several columns like tweet ID, airline sentiment, text, name, latitude, longitude, airline, and others. And each column provides valuable information about individual tweets. First, I will show you how to create a sidebar where user can select different options to filter, visualize the data. Then I will show you how to create a dashboard where user can see a breakdown of tweets of sentiment for selected airlines. I will also show you how to create a word cloud for selected sentiment. So let's start. I have already written the code and I will explain it step by step. So first I import necessary libraries including Streamlit, Pandas, NumPy, Plotly, word cloud, Matplotlib. Plotly is for creating visualizations and word cloud is for word cloud generation. Here you can see I have set the title for both the main dashboard and the sidebar. Then this code create text display using markdown. The first one main body and the second appear in the sidebar of Streamlit application. Both describing the purpose of assessing sentiment in tweets about US airlines. Let me run this and show you. Here you can see the sidebar. This is the sidebar title. This area is the main dashboard and this is the title and this is the description. Now here I load the data from CSV file. Here I define the part to our dataset cache underscore data. It improves the application performance if your data is too big. Here I also convert the tweet created column to time. By doing so, we make it possible to perform time-based operation and visualize on the data. Now here I have added feature to display random tweets. I have set a subheader to give user clear idea of what this section is about. It's like putting a title on a small section of our dashboard. Then I created a radio button widgets. This is a set of options from which the user can choose only one. So user can select either positive, negative and neutral. And this line does the magic. It displays a random tweet corresponding to the selected sentiment type. I use this part to filter the data. I wanted to retrieve tweets that match the selected sentiment, which is stored in the random tweets variable. Here I am interested in the text column of the selected tweets, which contain the tweets. Here I randomly selected one tweet from the matching tweets. This provides variety and keeps it interesting for users. This line extracts the content of randomly selected tweets. It's like reaching into the dataset and pulling out a specific tweet. Now let me show you by running this piece of code. Here, when you select a sentiment type, for example negative, random tweet with that sentiment displayed here. You can see that every time I select sentiment type, a different tweet is displayed. Now this section presents the number of tweets by sentiment in either a histogram or pie chart format. Here I added a markdown title in the sidebar. This title provides the clarity by telling users what the following section is about. Next, I create a drop-down menu using select box, where the user can choose between two types of visualizations, histogram and pie chart. Then here I calculate the count of tweets for each sentiment type. This line summarizes how many tweets fall into positive, negative and neutral categories. Here I convert the count into a data frame format. In this data frame, sentiment represents the sentiment categories, positive, negative and neutral, and tweet represent the number of tweets for each category. Now here I am using the if statement to display or hide visualization. If it's not checked, it means the user wants to display the visualization. Here I add a markdown section to provide context to the visualization. This line set a subheading which is like title indicating what the visualization is about. Here I check the value of the selected variable which stores the user's choice of visualization type, either histogram or pie chart. If it's histogram, we create a bar chart. This line uses Plotly Express to create a bar chart, plotting the count of tweets by sentiment. The chart has the sentiment types on the x-axis and the tweet counts on the y-axis. And finally, this line displays the chart using st.plotly chart function. Now let's run this code and let's see the output in the web browser. From here, you can select either histogram or pie chart. Here, selected histogram, and you can see the histogram is displayed on the dashboard. Now, if I select the pie chart is displaying on the dashboard. Now, let's see how to display Twitter data based on the hour of the day, including a sidebar to select hour, a map visualization of tweets, and an option to show the raw data if desired. This code allows user to select an hour of the day and view tweets posted during that hours. This is a subheader providing a clear indication of what this section is about. It's like a section title in a textbook. Using this code, I add a slider in the sidebar. This slider allows user to select the hour of the day ranging from 0 to 23. It's similar to setting the time on a clock. This line extracts the tweets that were posted during the specific hours. It's like creating new dataset tailored to the user's choice. Here I use a checkbox to either close these sections or explore the data further. If the checkbox is unchecked, continue displaying the data. If it's checked, the section is closed. This line displays a message that tells the user how many tweets were posted between the selected hours and the next hour. It helps provide context to the map. Here I visualize the location from which the tweets were posted on the map. It's a geospatial representation that shows where users are tweeting from. This line allows the user to choose to display the raw data behind the map. If the checkbox is checked, the raw data is shown. Now, let's run this code and let's see the output. This is the slider. You can select hour of the day from here. If I select 10, it displays the tweets between 10 to 11. Now let's visualize airline tweets by sentiment. This section lets you select airlines and visualize the breakdown of tweets by sentiment for the selected airlines. Here I added a header in the sidebar to introduce this section. This could allow the user to select one or more airlines from a list using a multi-select widgets. It's like choosing item from the menu. Here I set the condition if user has selected at least one airline for analysis. If airline are selected, then this could filter the data to include only tweets related to those selected airlines. It's like sorting and gathering tweets about specific airlines. Here, I created a histogram using Plotly Express with the filter data. Each bar is the histogram represent the count of tweets for specific airlines, categorized by sentiment types. It's like creating visual bars to show how many positive, negative, or neutral tweets are associated with each airline. And finally, this function will display the histogram chart. Now let's see how it looks. When you select the airlines, the chart will be visible on the main dashboard. You can select multiple airlines. And finally, let's see how to create a word cloud for the selected sentiment. In this section, we will display a word cloud for the selected sentiments. Here I am using the header function provided by Streamlit. This line of code creates a radio button in the sidebar that allows user to pick one of the sentiment options: positive, negative, and neutral. These are available options that the user can choose. Here I set the condition user can choose to close or hide this section with the checkbox. If they check this box, the section remains closed. If users choose to keep this section open, then this could show a title indicating which sentiment type the following word cloud is related to. Here, we filter the data to include only tweets with the selected sentiment types. Here, concatenate all the words in the selected tweets to create a single text string and store it in a word variable. Then process the text data to remove unwanted element like URL and retweets. This gives us clean text for the word cloud. Here I create the actual word cloud visualization. Here I remove the X and Y axis label to make the word cloud more visual appealing. And finally, pyplot function show the word cloud within our Streamlit application. Now let's run this code. Now here you can see the word cloud of negative sentiments. So that's it for today. We have seen how to create interactive dashboard, analyze Twitter data, and visualize airline tweets by sentiment. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more engaging and informative content. See you in the next video with new exciting topic. Thank you.